How's it going, guys? This is your boy Wired Up, and welcome to another episode of Wired Up TV. Hope you guys have your hands on the steering wheel and your eyes on the road. And I hope you guys are handling your business, man, whether it's schoolwork, family business, troubles, pets, whatever you guys are going through, man. Whether you guys are going through a hard time, you just lost your house, you just got into some drug addiction problems, you guys will get through it. I know shit looks bad right now, but after all the bad, bro, always comes the good, guys. So please keep your head up. And if you ever need somewhere to go, you know what I'm saying, to keep your mind off stuff, you're always welcome here. Always welcome to leave some comments, bro, and I will always chop it up with you guys. Much love to all the Tupac community from your boy Wired Up and the whole Wired Up TV family. Now let's get started with the video, guys. This video right here, my people, is something I've been wanting to talk about. Now, this goes out for the people that believe that Tupac was trying to get killed by the government, by the COINTELPRO programs that were designed to separate anything or any danger to, the people that run this country and this world, like the Black Panther parties, civil rights movements, the hip hop movement, gangster rap, Chicanos por la Causa, everything that the Hispanic person, African American person tries to build up to be positive and to be able to speak to the masses. They're there to break it up, or they infiltrate to cause confusion and make them go down. You know what I'm saying? And this is what a lot of people believe happened to Pac. That it was actually the government that wanted to kill him, but they didn't get the job done because he knew it. And on one of his songs, he says, "Guys, I forget what song it was, but I think it's on All Eyes on Me, where he goes, I can see you guys. I know you guys watching me. This is Thug Life, baby." When he says that, he knew it. So that's why he escaped, and that's why there was never an arrest, because the government knew Tupac got away. They were never going to admit it to the public and risk looking dumb, and incompetent. But Tupac was just a genius. He was ahead of his time and smart as hell, man. So not even the government could fuck with him. And I think, one of the reasons is because his music was different than any other rappers in the 90s. It was way different because Tupac's music was teaching and making the youth, both rich or poor, he was teaching them to fight back and to be proud of it, to have a voice. He was telling people that he believes that at the age of 30, this country likes to take the fight out of a man, because you never hear any, loud 30-year-old loudmouths. So he was trying to put that fight back into everybody, old, young, rich, or poor. And that's one of the reasons why, they started getting scared of him, and he also teaches to question authority and the government of the United States of America, to question them. Well, no, this is not right. This is not right. Not to just believe them and hope everything's okay, because they don't let nobody bomb us or take care of us, when in actuality, they're the ones bringing in the drugs and, the guns and all that to the poor communities that they don't really want around. You know what I'm saying? Or that they're afraid of. He also teaches the depressed youth to have pride and be strong. He was teaching kids that were getting depressed into drugs to be strong and to fight. And that's cool. Not necessarily getting on dope and all that shit and being depressed. Being strong and happy with a smile and holding your shit and handling your business. That was cool. So that's another reason that it was scaring them, because the COINTEL programs and the higher people out there, the hierarchy of people don't want that. They don't want you to have the game, to have pride and all that shit. He was teaching the youth that taking care of your kids was cool. That being responsible, was cool. He was also teaching them, the youth, to love and respect women. And before, that wasn't cool. It was embarrassing. You were a weenie. You were weird. You were a softie. But he was teaching you and the youth that taking care of women and watching your kids is gangster. So even the gangster motherfuckers were starting to do it. They're starting to change. He was changing the community and the youth from within. You know, he was giving you guys the game to succeed in life, and the government realized that they were smart enough to see that you know that's what he was trying to do, and they fucking couldn't handle it. They couldn't take it, so they started to infiltrate every some of his friends. You know what I'm saying? They were turning his the people that he was hanging around, against him to frame him for rape, and they were framing him for all kinds of shit because they wanted him gone and they wanted him to shut up and to keep preaching negative shit. They didn't like that Tupac was preaching positive stuff. You know, he told the youth to pick up a book and to ask yourself, and to fucking he was teaching them to pick up a book, and to arm themselves with knowledge, you know, books, and also firearms, to be smart and only use your firearms for protection, to get a license, not to buy them illegally, to read books and educate yourself and teach yourself so you know how to talk to people, so you know that nobody's fucking you over. Learn to question everything. Don't be afraid to speak up and be loud. He was teaching people that the COINTEL program, and the government didn't want no part of it. Um, you know, he was teaching the youth the secrets only that the rich and famous knew. He was telling them the game from within that the rich and famous didn't want nobody to know. Those are their secrets. You know what I'm saying? It's personal shit. Tupac was exposing them. They did not like that shit either. They hated that. Especially the rich and famous that have money were telling their people, get rid of them. They were pressuring the government. That's what you heard Dan Quayle and whoever the fuck was going at Tupac, hating on Pac, because they know the difference between Tupac's music and other people that are just really just speaking dumb shit. Well, not dumb shit. Not dumb shit, but people that were basically just preaching shoot, drugs, sell dope. That's what they wanted to be preached, not positive stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was also teaching them to have pride in yourself, to have confidence and self-respect, to have morals and principles. That shit is gangster. You don't have to fucking share a girl with two or three of your homies to be gangster and cool. You can have self-respect, respect your mother, love kids. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business. That's gangster. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. Always look sharp. That shit was cool. Don't be on drugs. They didn't want that shit, man. They wanted people to be on drugs and to fuck up and to go to jail so it can feed the government, because jails are big business. They wanted them to go to jail because if not, the rich people ain't gonna have that money. The CEOs are gonna be out of a job. You get what I'm saying? They did not want Tupac was a threat to their money, more importantly, and then to their country, because they're all about their money. Because they want to control the world, not just the country. Um, so they fucking hated that shit about Tupac. Um, and Tupac was opening a new avenue for poor and underprivileged youth other than gangs and drug dealing. He was opening, giving them a chance to rap, to act, to do all kinds of other stuff, not just drug dealing and all this negative stuff, which sometimes you gotta do in life. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to all the people in the struggle. I ain't the one to judge, but these are just the reasons why I think they went after him. Also, he was going to start, moving his way into politics, and they didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Because every single person, Tupac sold millions of records and had millions of fans. Millions of people that went to his concert. So those are millions of votes that they were gonna lose. And he wanted to start his own party, and he would have done it because of his popularity, his charisma. He was an actor. You know what I'm saying? Former activist. He knew how to speak properly. He was educated and smart. And he was telling people, man, y'all need to get with this, bro. The guns are going to turn against the wars in Iraq and all that, and they're going to point at us. And sure enough, look what's happening right now down at the border. You know what I'm saying? And after that, more stuff is going to start happening in with us if we don't change. That's what he was trying to tell us. If we don't change, the guns are going to start pointing at us, and we're going to be, public enemy number one. And they didn't want people to know that and to hear that. He talked about revolution and killing cops. That's one of the fucking main reasons they hated him and wanted him out. He talked about killing cops and starting a revolution, and he told kids what to think. And he told kids, guys, okay, he told kids to shoot cops, dirty cops, and instead of pointing the guns at your brothers. He was telling people that that's not negative. He He was saying it's positive. Don't point the guns at your homies, point or at your enemies that are, black or brown. Point it at the enemy that's fucking putting all our family members in jail, breaking into our houses, and harassing us, beating us up while the cameras ain't on. Kill them motherfuckers. That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. You know, and that's why they didn't want him here. That's a big reason why they didn't want him here, man. He was not only threatening their way of life and the way they had things organized, he was threatening their political agenda, and he was threatening the police officers' lives. They were petrified of Tupac. Petrified. Petrified. You know, he exposed everybody in the industry, including those with a lot of money and power. He was saying Dre was gay. He was saying all kinds of fucking shit. He wouldn't care. Okay, he was exposing the world, and he was proud of it. All right. He also shot cops, 2 dirty cops, and got away with it. Okay, he got away with shooting 2 cops in the 90s. He got away with it. Away with it. If that don't tell you that the government had it out for Tupac, I don't know what will. He shot 2 police officers, shot him, got away with it. And I really think he could have got some money out of it. This is so crazy. I'm over here stuttering because it's crazy, man. Tupac was the shit. He was the shit. And the government fucking hated it. He shot 2 cops. They're like, this guy just shot 2 cops. Everybody now is going to think they can shoot cops if they're doing something wrong. People are going to get in their cars and look for cops that are harassing somebody to be able to shoot them. And these cops had guns. They were actually crooked cops. So he unveiled some shit on them. They hated that shit, man. They hated that shit. They were pissed. He was helping the Crips and the Bloods get along too. And, he was helping them to stop shooting each other and to start making some money, because everybody knows that Death Row was a cash machine for all Bloods and Crips. They wanted to rap and they wanted to, get their feet into the industry and start doing some positive stuff instead of doing all the stuff that they were doing that was getting them into jail. Stuff that they had to do because they're in the streets. Shit's hard, man. Everybody that's been through that knows what's up, man. And anybody in that struggle right now, like I tell y'all, man, you guys are going to get out of it okay. Y'all need to start, thinking positive that you guys are going to make it out of it okay. And that everything's going to go good for you guys, man. You guys are going to do good in this life. He and Suge had a lot of cops working for them too, man. With Reggie Wright, when Reggie Wright came in and then, started the Right Way Security there, they had police officers, from all around the counties or whatever working, for them, because Reggie Wright used to be a cop and he had friends that were police officers. So in their eyes, that probably scared them. You know what I'm saying? That in the eyes of the government, they were probably like, wow, now they have police officers working for them as friends. You know what I'm saying? So now shit's gonna even get more legit. You know how they are. They were already scared of what Tupac was doing and stuff like that. They were already scared. So when they saw that they had police officers working for the organization, they got even scared. They go, all right, now these guys are going to turn it all around. They're going to become legit, and we're not going to be able to mess with them. That even scared them even worse, because Death Row was becoming legit. Because everybody in that company was legit. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to turn legit. So, guys, my joint is the roach, guys. Y'all know what's up. It's a little tiny roach, and it's almost time to step on out of here, y'all. But, the government was petrified of Tupac. They were scared of him. They didn't know what to do, what he was going to do next, what he was going to say, who he was going to expose, because he knew a lot of big people. He knew people in Italy, because he was going to Italy and he was mingling with Versace and high people. He was talking to rich people in the States. They were afraid. He was getting into politics. They were very afraid that people were starting to listen to him because he was a traumatic speaker. He was very charismatic, very intelligent, and he was talented. And he was an actor. So he already had all these voices listening to them, the youth, and he was getting older people too to listen to him because he was a former Black Panther. You know, he started the new African Panthers when he was younger. So even the older people were respecting him. You know, Tupac was gonna get shit popping. The government was scared. So on September 7th, Tupac knew something was gonna happen. He knew something was fishy. Something was going on. So he planned to fake his death. And he got away with it. And the fucking government got the finger right up their butt. And they couldn't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Guys, keep your head up. Keep positive. Don't be afraid to be the loudest one in the room. If you guys got some, issues going on in life right now, remember, guys, that getting stressed out, mad, or, getting buck wild is just going to cause more problems. It's not going to fix anything. So keep positive, right? Get your stuff together, and shit will go good, guys. You know what I'm saying? The whole Wired Up TV family is here for you guys if y'all ever need a home. So, guys, keep positive. You know what I'm saying? Don't go astray. Don't let nobody talk you out of what you already have your mind on. All right? And like always, my people, like I always tell you guys, stay wired up, all right? Peace out and have a good day.